Last week we looked at how God is merciful. This week's attribute is like the other side of that coin. God is gracious. The mercy of God withholds from us God's judgment, which we deserve. The grace of God gives to us His salvation, which we don't deserve. In the Bible, Zacchaeus was one of the most unpopular men in the city of Jericho because he was employed by the hated Romans who occupied the country. And his employment made him even more unpopular because he collected taxes from them for the Romans. But worst of all, he was a swindler and was able to force the people to pay more than their taxes because he was under the protection of the Romans. So, when Jesus came to Jericho, Zacchaeus climbed a sycamore tree in Luke 19 to see Jesus. Imagine his surprise when Jesus stopped below that very tree, looked up and said, "Zacchaeus, come down. Today I must stay at your house." And we read that Zacchaeus received Jesus into his house and into his life. And Jesus said, "Today salvation has come to this house," and that he had come there to seek and to save. You can read it in Luke 19. Can you imagine a more unlikely candidate for salvation than Zacchaeus? He certainly didn't deserve to be saved. His salvation was an act of God's grace. Jesus had come to save a man who did not deserve to be saved. And the Bible reminds us over and over again that by grace have you been saved through faith. It's the gift of God and not of works. Ephesians chapter 2, verses 8 and 9. If you're a Christian, God gives you grace to help in your everyday life. If you're not a Christian, your forgiveness, it cannot be earned. It's a gift of grace when you trust in Christ.